let's say you were 2 years into your relationship and you had to assemble your own flowers.
She wouldn't care.
I don't know. I'm just not that kind of person.
Alex is
It's an
happy she gets
impossible
a gift
question
at
to
all.
answer.
Yeah, I am
That's
not
an
a
impossible question. I don't know why I asked it.
I'm like you can't ask me that because I generally don't like receiving. I like giving.
Are there?
Shut the fuck up, Brett.
Oh boy.
Mic drop.
See you later.
Bye.
$1 million, but when you climax,
Oh god.
Whoa.
I can't believe we're taking it to this level.
you barf in your mouth.
Yeah, I probably would.
I probably
All right,
would.
ladies, be warned. Brett may puke on you.
He's not getting this offer right now. This is a scenario.
No, this is based on things that will never happen, right?
All right,
Or-
let's
okay.
do it right now.
What?
Let's use this
Go
scenario.
ahead.
Let's do it right
So Alex and I
now.
watched Black Mirror.
Mhm.
It
We
came
binged
out.
it.
Came
You
out
don't
last.
binge it.
Do you not consider 3 hours binging?
No, I said on the precast, I'm saying it now, to be binge-worthy, I think has to be at least 5. Binging is not about length of time, I think. It's about number of individual things.
I think it's about a season,
How many episodes is binge watching?
Well,
According
we
to
just asked him.
according to Google.
a survey conducted by Netflix in February 2014, they need
That's
to redo
5
this.
years ago.
They need to redo
Yeah.
this.
Before
Nope.
binging really
This
took
is,
off.
yeah. It says 73% of people define binge watching as watching between 2 to 6 episodes. 2?
2? No.
No.
No. Okay. I think.
This just rendered itself irrelevant.
It did. That was a very dumb.
Throw your phone.
That was very subtle. Throw your phone.
I just got a Charlie horse in my thigh.
Oh shoot! You okay?
You're gonna fart or
Do
something.
you need something?
Hey, where's your Charlie
Just give me
horse?
time. It's on the bottom of this thigh.
Hey, you can do this. Put your foot out. Put your
I
foot
can't.
Out. Do it.
No.
Put your
Oh shoot!
Ah! Put it out. Now flex your foot up, like your toes towards the ceiling. It looks like you're trying to take a shit.
What do you need to
Well, I
do?
don't want it to look like
What do you
that.
want to do?
I'm trying to put my foot over there.
Give me your
Help me. My back's to the camera.
No, you're fine. You're fine. You're okay.
It's
You're okay.
ridiculous.
You're okay. You're
Let's do some
I'm doing some friggin' Christmas trivia. That doesn't make any sense at all.
What did you just say?
I don't know.
It goes out to
I
back.
said
To,
it's-
What?
Back. I should say the back end.
Oh
Okay.
my god.
I'm talking about burping here. Oh my god.
Now, what could
That-
possibly?
What?
What could possibly convince you to go Christmas shopping the weekend before Christmas?
Needed to finish it up.
We didn't have the money earlier
Why don't you not go on the weekend?
because it's
It
the
is the
only free
weekend.
time we have.
That's what I'm saying. Don't go on the weekend.
Yeah.
Because of what Josh just said.
I don't accept it.
Alex, give me your rapper.
Welcome back to PTOUnlimited podcast. My name is Brett.
I'm Josh.
Alex.
This is episode, what'd you say, 238?
It-
238.
He's right there on the
Well,
board.
my phone is blocking it. I
Oh.
didn't see
Well.
until I looked up and I'm like, oh, there it is.
Your perspective. Sorry. Whoopsies.
No, there's no excuse. And I say that as a jaded retail employee
no excuse.
for going shopping the weekend before Christmas.
Yeah,
We
but
already bought presents like last month. We just needed to get a couple more.
yeah,
And, yep.
I think the rest are doing it online.
Yeah, and the rest was online.
Mhm.
Well, I worked yesterday and it wasn't terribly busy, but there were people out,
it's getting
you know. So don't give me any bull crap about, oh, we shouldn't go out. You know, you got to wear the face mask and the social distancing. Nobody cares about social distancing
dude.
right
it
now.
got a little like I got uncomfortable.
I was uncomfortable.
I was very uncomfortable
because there were a lot of people around you.
Yes.
Very much
Yeah.
so. Well, the fact
Maybe that's why, and I shouldn't. It's not that Fort Wayne is alone in this, but maybe that's why our cases are spiking because nobody is social distancing.
I will say that I
I'm
was
doing
very shocked of how many people were actually wearing their mask and wearing it properly.
Oh yeah, no chin diapers.
Yeah, I saw one.
But as soon as you said it, we saw one.
As soon as I pointed it out, Josh was like, "Well, there goes a chin diaper."
Yep.
Yep.
And that's what we call the people who don't wear them properly. They
Yes.
just wear them under their mouth or on their mouths. Looks like their wieners hanging out.
I have. I mean, I don't try to, but for whatever reason, I have to fix it often when I'm out on the sales floor.
It's just the way it goes, man. And you know, we're gonna be talking about our 2020 year in review today. And Brett, you said it right away. Like, there's not much.
What's
No.
the point?
Well,
You know?
it's pretty much a shit year.
It
This
is.
year went
There's
down the
really-
drain.
I'm trying to think of like, there's just like maybe a couple things that are actually positives about this year.
I
Yeah.
must
It's like-
interrupt real quick. That little shit is on your chair.
Yes,
Yeah,
I know.
that's fine. She sleeps there.
Fine.
No.
She'll lay there.
Actually, both cats will sleep together on that chair, laying
Yeah,
on each other.
I
But
know.
There's 3 cats.
No. They don't go towards each other. The other two will.
The third one.
You said both.
well, both
both
meaning
of
like
mine.
our
Oh.
cats.
My
Yeah.
cats, yes. I spotted them. I think it was last week.
Yeah, Josh has a
actually.
picture of it. They're sleeping like on top of each other, which
It's
never
probably
happens.
just because Snickers is like, I don't want to get up, so whatever.
Probably.
Right, because Nymeria gets in everyone's space.
Yeah.
She doesn't care. She doesn't have a bubble.
Nope.
It's kind of stupid. She's actually getting in between us.
Yeah, in the middle of the night, like Josh and I, obviously, like we sleep in bed together, and Nymeria will go wiggle herself in between us, underneath the covers, and like basically take Josh from me.
Show the photo,
Yeah.
Brett.
I'll show Brett.
And I think we might share this on our social media just because it's a little ridiculous how much she has taken over Alex's spot in bed. It's kind of weird. Like, she'll just lay on me. It's weird. And she'll lay under the covers too. She thinks she's people.
Like she just like that's what I woke up in the morning and I'm like, what in the heck? And she is just underneath. Like I pulled the blanket. She's underneath the covers.
Yeah.
Yep.
She's taking. She hates you so much.
She does. She does not like me.
I think you established that relationship though. You know,
Whatever.
Yeah, when you put that
with your dominance.
jester thing on.
Oh, that too. Yeah. You,
Oh, we took most
Holding a
adorable
grudge.
photos last night, so we did some Christmas photos in front of the tree. Nymeria was not having it, so Josh and I were taking photos of us like kissing, like holding her up while she looks super pissed and kissing her like she's our kid.
Yeah.
Like, or she's just like got the best RBF ever.
Yeah. She's been. And I never do Christmas photos. I think that was.
No,
actually
that was
really
fun.
I
nice.
subtitled for her when you kicked her out of Layla's bed.
I didn't see that. I saw her walk away. She looked sad.
She meowed as she was picking her up, so that didn't win you any points for sure.
I don't care. Whatever.
So, you want to talk about NFL?
Sure.
Since you know, we recorded early last week, and then we were recording
so
early this week.
I'm wearing my Vikings hat. You're not wearing anything. But
I don't think I had to.
I messaged you because they were
It was an
in
overtime game
control of
today.
their own fate. They're playing the Bears. They were both 6-7, so they're basically in the playoffs already because they pretty much have to win out if they want a chance even for the wild card.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it came down to a Hail Mary, and it was not successful.
No, we were on our way back, and I as soon as I saw the final, I was like, oh, whatever.
Honestly, I haven't looked at too many scores, so I really can't speculate on what really has happened.
Well, the Vikings lost against the Bucks last week, 26-14. And fantasy's happening right now. Brett, you won last week. Alex lost to me last week.
I did, but it's a hollow
no.
victory because I'm in the loser bracket.
Alex, you won last week. I did. Yeah, and this week it's like Alex and I are rooting for the finals.
I know, it's toe to toe.
It's really toe-to-toe right now. And the games are going on as we speak, so we can't really say much about our fantasy. But right now, our percentage of me winning and going on to the final two is really high.
Right
and
now.
you're beating Shank.
I am beating the number 1 seed, and I think I was the last. I was the number 8, wasn't I? Let me look.
No, I think I
the 8
was.
seed?
I think no. It said that I was projected when we first started. I
No,
was
no,
10.
no, I'm talking
He's
about
talking
on our
about the
playoff
seeds.
bracket.
Oh, playoff? Oh, I don't know.
Let me look. I was ahead of you, Alex. I was number 5. You were number 6. Sorry, not 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was number 5. You were number 6.
hmm
So, yeah.
Well, yeah, 'cause
Coming in.
There's only 10 of us, and
Mhm.
the top 6 make the playoffs.
Yeah, I did the wrong number.
So you were 5 out of 6.
Yeah.
So if you knock off the number 1 seed, that's a major
That's a
accomplishment.
good
That
change.
is,
You
and
know
it's
what? It's
looking like it.
2020 and it's COVID. Anything can happen.
So just looking at the scores real quick, the Bills are really getting hot, and they could be a real contender for the Chiefs. They won 48-19 over the Broncos, who are no good, but it was
Mhm.
still on the road, so that's a big win. Packers beat the Panthers, no surprise there. Dolphins beat the Patriots, not really a surprise there.
Yeah.
The Dolphins are going to be in the playoffs for the first time, and I think they're going to be in playoffs.
What was that photo I took?
Technically, they're a wild card, so they may not be in yet.
Alex has a photo of the NFC wild card right now of the chances. There's 3. It's the Bears, Vikings, and I believe the Cardinals.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep, I saw that graphic today.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, the Bucks are going to be one wild card because they won today.
Right.
And then whatever the Cardinals do, so the Cardinals are kind of controlling
Are
everybody.
the Vikings out?
I think now they are, yes.
Unless they beat the Saints and the Lions, and the other 2 lose.
Like, yeah, they have to win out, and
The Bears have to lose to the Jaguars. I don't know about that.
yeah,
We'll see.
and speaking of the Jaguars, the Ravens killed them 40-14 today.
Mm-hmm.
The Titans won, so they're pretty much locked to. They may be the other bye in the AFC.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. The Cowboys won. They beat the Niners, who are no good, but they scored 41 points. And one of them, the last touchdown they scored, I actually saw this. The Niners scored a late touchdown and were going to do an onside kick. Well, they bounced it, and a Cowboys player caught it and was able to get behind them and ran it back for a touchdown.
Nice.
So you don't plan on that.
Successful.
Mhm.
Seattle beat Washington. Bucks beat the Falcons. That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Tonight is the Browns Giants, which after Monday night's game, which was probably the best game of the year.
That was an insane game.
It was an insane game.
I'm actually sad that the Browns didn't win.
Yeah, the craziest thing about it is that Lamar Jackson went out of the game
Yeah.
and came back.
Oh my God,
in
yeah.
And immediately
Yes.
threw a touchdown.
People are
pass.
saying he was pooping.
Maybe.
He might have
For a whole quarter.
Well,
You never know.
You get the runs
Or he
because he was the way he was running back.
He was just kind of like,
He was waddling.
or he could have hurt something and they injected him with something and he was back out.
God,
Or
that just
that,
makes me
whichever.
cringe just thinking about that. I don't like that.
So tonight's game will be pretty good, and then tomorrow night the Steelers play the Bengals, which is going to be a garbage game
Yeah.
most likely.
Yeah.
Bengals are like 2-10 or something.
No, nobody cares. So yeah, this is our playoff week. We have one more week left, and that's it as far as that goes. So that's pretty much it for NFL fantasy and NFL entirely. Really, I don't have much else to say. Just
For today, anyway.
yeah. Vikings play on Christmas. And
Yeah.
what's your Christmas plans? Do you have any?
So I'm going to stay home Christmas Eve, and then
Mhm.
I'll go home to my parents and probably to a family thing on Christmas Day.
My parents are they're requesting us to go visit them, so we're gonna drive and see them. I think that's
Mhm.
our plan so far, as far as
Mhm.
everything
since
is
it's
concerned.
been a year.
Yes, it's been a year since we've seen them. We were
You
supposed to
didn't
see them
go
over
home
the
this
summer.
year, did you?
No.
Wow.
No,
No.
no. Oh well, we saw them in February. It hasn't been a full
When
year.
were they
Oh.
here? And they
January.
January.
They're always they
January.
come every
They'll
January.
be here in January. My parents will be, yes,
Okay.
because it's the there's a
Well, I don't
No.
know if they're gonna do it this year.
according to my dad, they still are.
Oh,
They
okay.
have a convention every year. Apparently, it's still happening. So, anyways,
As of now.
right.
Okay, so I want to talk about something very specific.
Go ahead
Okay.
We got to talk about Cyberpunk.
again.
How much
Yes,
it sucks
because
right now?
so much happened this week alone.
I
Let's talk about. Okay,
know.
so it got released a week and a half ago, right?
So
Yeah.
last week we talked about how it was terribly bad on base PS4 and base Xbox.
And
Mhm.
it
And
looked
the reason
so
why I'm
bad.
bringing it up again is
Oh.
because we've paid attention to the gaming industry a long time.
Mhm.
I've never seen anything like this.
No.
This whole ordeal.
No.
What has Microsoft done? Are they
They
establishing
just
the same
announced
thing?
yesterday that they're offering refunds for digital purchases.
Okay, but Sony has pulled it.
Sony pulled it from the
That's-
store. Now,
Oh my
I guess where it
God.
all starts is that CD Projekt Red told consumers, go get a refund. You know, they're in no position to offer a refund.
No, they're not.
So
No.
Sony's like, no, we're not refunding you. You bought this.
You can't just like eat an apple and it's bad and take it back to the grocery store and
Oh, people
return
try
it.
Yes.
Mhm.
But so what I wasn't sure about, because I really only read headlines in this because I didn't care enough to go any further. But if you bought a digital copy and you want to get a refund, and you get one, I assume they remove your copy.
Progress.
yes,
They
Or your
remove
copy.
it from your game library.
yes,
Yeah.
They don't just you don't get a free copy of Cyberpunk then.
correct.
I would think so.
I would have to
yes.
assume that's how it goes.
Yes,
So Sony's like, we're not going to give you refunds. So then,
So this is you did a timeline at this point.
yes.
Okay.
So then Microsoft, I don't even think they commented on it yet, but they were not going to take it down off the store.
Mhm.
So then Sony pulls it from their store. And so then CD Projekt Red says, okay, if you can't get a refund from your retailer, we'll pay for it ourselves. So now they're offering refunds.
Oh my goodness.
So you can still have the copy at that point because
I would assume so.
unless
But
you said,
nowhere in the headlines do they distinguish if it's digital or physical copies.
right.
So then Sony says, all right, we'll give you refunds, but we're taking it down off of our store.
Yeah.
So that's a major deal because now you cannot buy a digital copy from the PlayStation Store, but you can still buy a physical copy from a retailer.
Anywhere,
Mhm.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's kind of it would end up costing CD Projekt Red some sales, but only the digital sales.
They
But
didn't
I
even
think
wanna
that's the
release it.
majority of their sales.
They didn't want to release it.
So then Microsoft finally said,
This is the
"Yeah,
train wreck of.
we'll refund digital copies." And now I just read before we started recording that CD Projekt Red could face some class action lawsuits because of misinterpretation of those base,
Just because they didn't
consoles.
show
Oh my
the base
goodness.
console.
Yeah.
or they led you to believe that it was going to run fine on base.
As it
systems.
should, but
It should, but it doesn't.
I wonder what were they thinking? Like, what were
So-
they thinking with crunch time?
I don't
I don't
know.
understand this. In the gaming industry, we would know better, and they would push it again.
So the review that we watched or whatever, at least
we watched
from
the
IGN,
base review.
the base
Yep.
review from it. and
Four.
it said the storyline, everything great,
It's
but
only
the fact
performance
it's
based.
just the performance, and it seriously makes it look like it's out of the 90s. Like,
And even
it's
worse,
just-
it looks like a B title from the 90s,
It
where everything
does.
just like you interact with
like
somebody, and all of a
everything's
sudden,
like blocky.
all of a sudden they just stand up like this. Like you punch somebody and they just stand up like with their arms spread out. It doesn't even matter.
Yeah, like it's just you can tell there's just like the game was not ready to be released at
Right.
all.
So
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
as I said, there's been some comparisons with No Man's Sky,
Yep.
but I think it just launched and it performed all right, but there was nothing in it. Like there was hardly any content to keep you interested.
Right.
It's just like an empty shell of a game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
And
now it's like flourishing.
it's just like Sea of Thieves.
Yeah.
And I want to
So-
play No Man's Sky. I want to try it. I'm ready to
Isn't
try
it
it.
on Game Pass?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I don't know what's next for CD Projekt Red, and there is a good game there, but you gotta consider. I mean, think about Microsoft, who all along has said Halo Infinite will play on base Xbox Ones. So they got to be really careful about what happens when that game comes out,
Mhm.
because now you're looking at
I have an
2
idea.
generations.
I have an idea how it's
Yep.
going to happen.
Okay.
They're going to run Game Cloud, the X Cloud.
To power. it.
xCloud. Yeah.
That's what
Yep.
they're going to do.
Well, and maybe that was
Microsoft's going to get around it.
Maybe that was the plan all along,
Yep,
because
I
they
think
really
so.
haven't said much about xCloud.
I think it's going to be X Cloud based.
So yeah, that's very possible.
Mm-hmm. It's
They just-
now. This is just an idea of how I think they're going to do it. That you're going to get a download of the base of the game, but it's still going to stream at the same time.
Yeah.
I can see that being a thing in a way that the industry can get around high graphic content like that. Like I can see them doing that.
Yeah.
And Microsoft, they might be pulling a sneaky one on us
Well,
just because
if
xCloud wasn't
nothing-
available.
If nothing else, they definitely learned what a crap show it could be if they don't make base
And the Halo
systems run well enough. They're really going to hear about it.
They're already very, very like touchy right now. Like the Halo base right now is like they're trying to defend a
they-
dead game right
because,
now because 5 didn't perform well.
5 campaign did.
Well, the multiplayer apparently is still huge, but
Yeah.
Alex hates
Yeah.
it, and I don't like
Mhm.
it. And we're the people who've played Halo since a few.
You guys are in the minority on that.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
But at any rate, I
Mhm.
mean, nobody really talks about Halo 5 multiplayer.
No.
Not that I ever seen.
No.
No.
So, I mean, not that it's bad, but I don't think it's really. I mean, it came out in 2015. It's forgotten at this point. I think.
5 years old, huh?
I can't
Holy
believe
cow.
it. Doesn't feel like it.
Yeah.
I think it does.
Let's move on. We're getting depressed and.
Well, there's some exciting things that we watched that really made me like, oh my
Go ahead.
So a couple days ago, Shigeru Miyamoto
Yeah, did a whole thing.
did a partial walkthrough of
Well, not a whole thing. He did
no,
a
but
partial
like
thing.
a partial walkthrough of the brand new theme park, the Super Mario World theme park in Japan. That's gonna be, as far as they're saying, they're gonna open February 4th, and he did a walkthrough of it, and it looks amazing.
Looks like it was engineered
It's
pretty well.
yes, like you can tell, like, spared no expense kind of deal.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, screw Disney World, I want to go here kind of deal. Like,
Yep.
this looks really cool.
But it's in Japan.
It's in Japan.
But they'll have two in
yeah.
the United States.
They said that they're gonna have one in California, one in Florida.
Yeah.
So
eventually.
it's a Universal Studios thing.
You know, I might care about this if I was a kid.
Yeah,
I don't know. I still care about it.
There's a lot of like, I was like, oh man, I could definitely take my nephews to this.
I think it would
it's-
be fun. Like,
It's
definitely.
just like the Star Wars thing in Florida. That sounds cool, but would I want to go there?
There's some
Not
adult
really.
stuff to it.
yeah, it's not all
Oh,
kids.
sure,
stuff.
but I want, luxury, not themed crap.
Well, the other thing that looked really
can get
cool
both, can't you?
is
Don't you
there's
I don't know.
there's a themed like ride at this place, and the cool thing is you wear a helmet that has an AR screen. So when you're looking around and whatnot, it's like you're in the game
Sure.
on the ride. I'm like, oh my god, that's going to be so cool.
Nintendo's doing some stuff.
They're doing some stuff, and
thinking
it looks
outside the
amazing.
box.
And it's like a what they say, real life scale, like all the blocks and stuff, like as if you're the size of Mario. Like
Yeah.
everything is to scale. Like it looks so cool. I'm like, oh my gosh, nerd heaven, I want to go.
Yeah. It looks pretty nice. It's gonna get beat up by kids. They're just gonna punch things.
And destroy it.
They are going to destroy
There's
it.
blocks that you hit with your fist that go bling.
Yeah, there's
like,
gonna
and
be
you get-
kids who
you get-
literally hammer that thing, and
Yeah.
you know it's gonna
Mhm.
happen.
And their cafe area looks so cool. And then it shows like the back, like the kitchen, like who's making the food, and it's like toads and stuff making your food and everything. It looks really cool.
Did you know that? Now this is kind of weird. Did you know that toads are actually the history? Like not little toads. Mushrooms are the history of Christmas.
What?
They would grow on pine trees, and they were psychedelic mushrooms.
Oh,
And so people would eat these mushrooms as gifts, and that's the pine tree thing, and they'd hang the mushrooms up on the pine trees. That's the ornaments, and they would dry out so they could eat them.
nope. I had no idea.
That's the truth.
Alright. Nope, never heard of that.
Of the cult side of Christmas is what I heard earlier, like this week. I was like, that's a little weird.
Yeah, that's a little weird.
Just a little.
Yeah. So, anyways, moving on from there. What do you guys want to talk about? What we got here?
Do you want to go into the fan?
The fan question?
Yeah,
Since we're talking about Christmas,
Yeah,
a little bit.
I'd like to.
Well, I mean, we might as well talk a lot about it, this episode, because it's the last episode before Christmas, and I think it's probably going to be the last episode of the year, so we got to do our year in review today too.
Mhm.
So this week we had a question out for the fans to answer. I'm going to put it up here on YouTube. Right here, it's a when you were a child, what Christmas gift did you want but never received? And that's our question of the day. And I got a meme up there of Arnold Schwarzenegger's character, Terminator,
Mhm.
trying to smile, and it says, "The smile you make when you didn't get the gift you wanted this year." So I thought that was pretty funny.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah. Now it took me a lot of thinking, because a lot of there's a response that I read. I was like, oh, wait a minute. Well, I didn't really want anything in Christmas. Like, well, there's got to be something that you wish
Yeah, there's got to be
for.
something like you open up all your presents, and at the end you're like, well, I really wanted this, but I didn't get it. But that's
Right.
fine. Like, not necessarily have to be like severely disappointed,
Right.
but just, oh, I wanted this and I didn't get it, and I never ended up getting it.
So Brett, take it away. What?
I really could not think of anything. The only thing that really kind of came to my mind when I read this is the one year when I thought there was no chance I was getting a PlayStation 2. So I thought, well, maybe they'll get me a PlayStation 1 because I had the 64 already.
Hmm.
So I'm like, all right, well, I'll go all in on the PlayStation 1. This is what I want. I really want this. And then when I got the 2 instead of the 1, that's when I was in shock.
It's like the best thing ever is when you just
Mhm.
don't expect something like that.
Right.
It's like when I got the GameCube. I was like, what?
Yeah, or the 64.
But there's nothing you've ever like put on your list. It's like, oh man,
I
this
don't-
year I would really
I
like.
could not think of anything.
Like for me,
I found a couple things.
for me, One of them was, of course, Lego sets. Always, you always put Legos on your list, but you just don't put in your head how expensive that stuff is.
Man,
All
Legos
that
are
spe-
ridiculous.
Before they went
are.
licensed, because when we were kids, there weren't any licensed sets. There were just
We're just Legos.
The time period.
Yep.
I'd say maybe a couple bucks cheaper, maybe.
Yeah.
It wasn't much.
But they upped the price for licensed
Oh,
stuff.
absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
And most of Lego stuff now is. It's not
Yeah,
original anymore.
There's still a city
I like
series,
that. I like that.
but the rest of it is all licensed.
Yeah. So Alex, what's one of yours?
I had 2 or 3 that I could come up with, but before I say anything, I'm gonna say that I also had a really hard time thinking, like, oh my gosh, what did I want?
I had to actually look at what was the popular gift of the year.
So that's what I looked at too.
Mhm.
And I was like, man, I feel like I got everything, but I also don't want to sound like, a snob. But I kind of want to do a shout out to my parents because I think they did a really good freaking job because I looked up top toys of the 90s.
And I got most of mine.
And
too.
I think I got most of them.
Yeah.
Like and the ones I didn't get,
I didn't want.
I didn't want.
Yeah, pretty much.
So I was just like, I think we made it easy on
I was
them.
the same exact
Like
way.
I looked at it and I'm like, wow, go parents. You actually I wanted a Gigapet when they were popular. Got a Gigapet. Wanted a Furby. Didn't expect I was going to get one. Got one.
Right.
Like all that stuff. I was like, the Game Boy Color. Really wanted one. Highly doubted I was going to get one. 10th birthday, got one. Like, okay, well, it was not. None of us were expecting the 64.
Right.
That was that's still like it's always going to be the best gift.
But there was never one that you.
I had to really, really think about my hobbies and stuff and what I really wanted. And there's one thing that I never got that I always wanted.
Yeah.
And back in the day, I was super into, especially like 3rd through 6th grade, I was super into going to the roller dome.
Okay.
And I really, really, really wanted my own pair of speed skates.
Oh, and you never got them.
I never got them.
No, yeah, that's right. I remember you always getting the extra couple
Like
bucks.
I
to rent
always
them.
spent the extra couple bucks to get speed skates and not the crappy like.
What's the difference between speed
Speed
skates
skates
and
are like
regular
thicker
skates?
wheels. They make you go faster. You have more balance.
They do.
They look cooler. Like it's just once you go to speed skates, you can't go back to regular skates. They're so much better.
They're luxurious.
They're way better than those crappy just regular roller dome shoes. So that was definitely something that was on my list that I remember. I'm like, well, I really like going to the roller dome. Oh yeah, that's right. I've always wanted speed skates. Never got speed skates. The other thing that somebody had said that we'll talk about, but I remember all of us wanted a trampoline.
Yeah.
Forever.
Yeah.
And we never got a trampoline,
We did.
including my mom.
You know why? Well, maybe not you, but trampolines raise homeowners insurance so much.
Oh, we never wrecked anything with our trampoline, actually.
No,
I thought Josh was spoiled when I met him because he had one with a net.
It's liability for injuries and injuries of guests.
Do you have to write that off?
You probably do if you get inspection.
Who's going to inspect your
You
stuff?
probably have random.
No.
You probably
Well,
get-
if you don't list it as on there, I would assume if somebody gets hurt on it, they're not going to.
Do you
cover
have
it.
to list all of your assets?
I would assume.
I would
I don't.
assume
I don't.
so.
I don't know. I'm not a homeowner. I don't
Yeah, I
know
don't
what
know.
Same.
homeowners insurance requires. But
Yeah.
I always heard that if you have a trampoline, then your homeowner's insurance is more expensive
Yeah.
because of the possibility for
Neck
injuries.
breakage.
Yes.
One of them that just one, I had to look up the list as well, and like of the most popular ones, there's only one that I never got, and I can understand why. In the year 2000, the Razor scooter. I wanted that.
Everybody wanted a freaking Razor
Wait, is
scooter.
the-
That was like the
uh,
one
That
foot,
you could pack up and you
pack
could
up, and
carry
you could do
along
like
with
you could pick up and do like
It
the
was all
wheelie
metal.
thing with it. Yeah.
Was it
Very good.
electric?
No.
It was self-powered.
Yeah.
Well,
It was a scooter. It just
There's
look it
electric
up.
ones now.
Yeah, I know, but look it up, Josh.
I'm gonna show you.
Everybody had one of those.
Like it's just the simple.
I even think we had one, but we didn't use one because it was like the popular gift, the Razor scooter. Yep, there it is.
My parents gave me a knockoff brand, which fine, whatever. It's real basic. It's nothing to brag about. It's just a.
It was a scooter.
But I mean, they're like $30.
How's that better than a bike?
It was just
It
like
was the in thing.
it was the in thing. Like
Yeah.
that's how you didn't want a bike, you wanted a scooter.
You want a Razor
Okay.
scooter?
Yeah, like you're doing.
Like I wanted that.
It's
I
like
still want
it's
that.
a skateboard with a handle.
I still want one of
Very
those.
much so.
They
So-
well, the scooter wasn't anything new at the time. They just re-released it and made it a little more edgy, and then people started doing tricks with it because look at those wheels, man. Those look like thick wheels that you can do tricks on.
Yeah.
They're like heavy rollerblade wheels, you know, and they were awesome. And I never got one, but that was the only one thing I could think of. I got a knockoff brand, and that was fine, I guess.
Yeah.
It's fine. I still had fun with it. Still killed my ankles.
Mhm.
So yeah, that's all I had. Now we got to go to social media, see what other people said.
Yeah, I've got Facebook up.
You got Facebook. Okay, go ahead.
So we've got Tila, who says she was the one that reminded me of the trampoline, but a trampoline for outside, and if I got one now, I would probably break my leg.
Mhm.
My mother says a horse, which I never knew that.
A
But
pony.
she wanted a pony, I guess. Well, I mean, she didn't say a pony; she said horse.
Mm-hmm.
Crystal says a puppy. I've always wanted a puppy for Christmas with a ribbon around it.
Now you got to think about that. It's the one thing I always worry about when people buy puppies for Christmas. Think about the next year.
Mm-hmm.
How many of those puppies are still there? Be careful.
Yeah,
be careful with that.
And then we've got Patrick, who says, I really can't answer this because my parents always made sure we had a great Christmas. I never really asked for anything crazy, never got everything, but I can't complain about not getting something. See, and then that was that's kind of my same answer. I don't think I ever remember having a Christmas where I'm like, why didn't you get this?
Nice.
Being severely disappointed. I almost always, I think, got everything.
Mm-hmm.
It also just makes me sound so spoiled, but it was also I don't know. It's just you don't think
I don't
about
think
money
so.
and stuff when
I
when
don't
you're
think
younger.
it makes you sound
and
spoiled.
I don't think the stuff that we wanted back in the day was how expensive it is now. I think the biggest hottest toy that I can remember that was one of the first you can't find it anywhere was the Tickle Me Elmo.
No, but we got one.
Are you serious?
Mm-hmm.
I remember one of my mom's friends or my dad's friends had one and brought it over, and I clicked on the buttons and I was like, oh my god, it's a Tickle Me Elmo, I can't believe it. Pushed all of it, I was like, this thing is annoying.
Yeah,
I was really happy
I
we
think
didn't
we
get
played
one.
with it for a couple days.
I know, it was like
That's
it just
Well,
it tickles.
I think it's for young children.
I know,
Yes.
but I was like, well, because it was
Do you
the
remember the
hottest
craze?
thing. Yeah, I do.
Not at the time that it was happening. I kind of remember it.
The thing
after
vibrated
the
and bounced up and down.
And it's
It's
okay.
very annoying.
Now there was an article that came out that was actually the most popular Christmas items per year. I want to list a couple off here just to remind you of some of them that we got. I actually had this article up to look through it. One of them that was really causing the craze was Beanie Babies, of course, in the 90s.
Oh, yeah, I always
but
got
I
Beanie
don't
Babies.
remember really wanting them.
I
Oh, I
didn't
got
either,
'em.
but I remember it.
Yeah.
I liked them. We had we actually had so many that we ended up getting a Beanie Baby tree. So
Oh,
which sounded
yeah. I remember those.
which honestly, if you look at the way you hang them, it's literally you put a noose around them and hang them.
I guess another article that would have been on my list would have been a Talk Boy.
Oh my gosh, a Talk Boy. So yes, I did want
I
to
never
talk.
got one of
Yeah, I
those.
was I wanted a Talk Boy from.
But I did
Home
get the
Alone.
Yak Backs.
I got a Yak Back. I got a purple one.
We talked about that already. And you didn't think those things existed. Brett,
I've never.
you never heard
I
of
don't
those
remember
things.
those, no.
They only recorded 60 seconds or whatever. But Talk Boys, you put that my God, what am I saying here? Cassette tape. God,
Yeah.
I can't think of tape right now.
Cassette tape.
And record over it, man. Yeah, and that could bring us right into trivia.
Oh, I've still got a
trilogy if you guys
couple.
want to. Oh, you want to?
I
You
still
want
have a
to?
couple answers.
You got a couple more? Okay, go
Yeah.
ahead.
We've got Amanda who says there was one year I wanted a DVD player so bad. I opened up a present and it was a box for a DVD player, but it was full of makeup and hair stuff. My sister was the one that actually got the DVD player.
That's funny.
We've got where's it at? Hold on. Oh, here it is. We've got my dad who says, I will say the original big wheel, quote unquote, all the kids had them and I never got one. It's still a running joke between my mother and I to this day.
The big wheel, is that the electric thing?
No,
No.
this is the big wheel.
It's the trike with the
Oh,
big
okay.
front.
Yeah, the big wheel. I had a big wheel.
I don't
Maybe
know
that's
you
why
guys
I had
I don't know
one.
why you guys make a big deal out of that. It's not that great of a
Well,
trike.
it might be if you're 3 or 4 years old.
Never even cared about it then.
And then I had
Bobby's World. Remember that opener with the big wheel?
Yes, with the big world. So my grandma Linda says a stuffed toy koala bear. I remember how much I wanted it when I saw it in the store, and I was so sure I would get it, but no.
It's so simple.
You know what? I should go and get her that for Christmas.
You should. It's such a simple thing.
Just a stuffed koala bear.
Stuffed koala bear.
Oh.
Yeah.
Koala bears are assholes, apparently.
Well, yeah. They look cute, but it doesn't mean they have to be.
Right? Just like Nymeria.
Especially.
Right. That all?
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep, that's what I got.
Okay. So you want to talk about Home Alone? You want to go into that
Sure.
Yeah.
stuff? Yeah.
So I started watching it last night and I kind of rushed through them, but I started tearing these movies apart.
They're not
come
good,
on, don't
man.
do
They're
that.
not good.
And I didn't mean to, but I guess it's just because it will always be what it is for me. So the only thing I haven't ever done is tear it apart.
I think that's the
You know?
same way with me and Jingle All the Way. So when we talk about that,
Yeah.
I got some words.
So I think the first thing I thought is when Kate gets to Scranton, why wasn't her first thought, I'm just going to drive the rest of the way?
Right.
It's 10 hours from Scranton to Chicago.
Yes.
So just rent a car and get there, you know? I mean, that's basically what she ends up doing anyway.
Yeah,
But
with
why
Uncle
was
Buck.
it such a why was it such an impossible thing that it's 10 hours in a
Mhm.
car? That's nothing. But if they're as rich as they are, or what the movie would suggest, flying is the only option apparently.
Mhm.
And then what kind of idiot does not know a human tooth when he's found it?
Yeah, honey, what's this? And especially, if you think about it, people have that notion that Kevin's dad is the mob boss.
I did read
You would-
a fan theory
You
thing
would
about that.
think he would know what a fucking tooth is
Yeah.
if he's a mob boss. I'm seeing it, and every time I
Oh, yeah,
watch
every
it,
time
I
you watch
see
it
it.
now
I'm just
since
like,
they've-
because he's sweaty by the policeman.
Yeah,
he's like,
he's
am I
fidgety
arrested,
and, like,
officer?
moving around and yeah.
I mean, yeah, it could be a joke, but think about it. As a mob boss, you're always under like that pressure of whether or not you're gonna get put in the clink.
So I do have to point out when Josh and I were watching Home Alone 2, when they are at the police station, when they realize Kevin's gone and they're talking to the cops.
Mhm.
Josh and I have become that couple that's older, and we we relate to the mom and dad because when they sit down and they're like,
Oddly enough, we never lose our luggage.
and they go ha ha ha. They both like knock on wood in front of them, and then they're
And
like
the-
ha ha ha.
the
And then
cops
Josh
just
and I
staring
both
at them.
look at each other. We're like, oh my god, that's us. Like we would have done the same thing.
Exactly.
Yep.
Made it into a joke.
The other thing I was thinking is when Marley saves him, why does he take him home to an empty house?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Weird.
And it's his neighbor.
Mm-hmm.
All Kevin has to say is, I'm home alone. My parents left without me. He's like, okay, you can stay at my house till they get back.
And then when they get home and see him, they're gone 10 seconds later. They just ignore him at the end.
Well, they're unpacking and stuff. But the other question is, how did Kevin clean up so fast?
I know, right?
From Marv and Harry. Because you think
Well,
about it.
if you watch
One
Home
second.
Alone, if you watch Home Alone 3,
Yeah.
they don't.
Oh,
Everything's all still trashed.
You mean in 2?
No, 3.
I'm not talking about.
I know,
3.
but you're saying how do they clean up so fast? I'm saying, well, they fixed that in 3.
3?
Yeah, with Alex.
Oh.
Yeah, like when the parents come home, like the door's hanging off and everything, like the whole house is
So,
messed up.
yes, but that
and-
doesn't help 2 at all.
No, but I'm saying like you said that and I just remembered. Well, in 3 they don't do that.
I mean, he cleans up that entire mess, but he leaves Buzz's room a mess for when he tears down the shelves by accident.
There's some stuff, about the movie that I have an issue with. Like, why are Buzz's Playboys on the top of his chest?
Right.
His toy chest. I mean, do his parents not care? I actually had to look at the family tree,
Oh yeah.
and I was like, oh my god! Like, you actually get to like see that this family is there's what? How many? 14?
14.
They say it in 2.
Well,
7, 14.
Yep.
There's 2 sets of parents with 5 kids.
Yeah,
Yeah.
crazy. I had half of that. I was living with half that in my life, and so
Yeah.
now you can understand how we relate. We have half.
but Peter McAllister's family has that giant house, so
They do.
they can all spread out.
Yeah. Anyways, so Home Alone holds the Guinness World Record for they were holding it for over 25 years of being the top the box office, making 17 million in 1,200 theaters, 17.8 million. The movie maintained its number one spot for a full 12 weeks and remained in the top 10 until June of the following year.
Well, we watched that thing on Netflix
the
about
movies that made us.
So,
Yes.
yeah.
Of Home Alone.
Yeah.
and,
I loved watching that.
Yeah,
I
that
like
was-
watching
that
that
was
kind
great.
of stuff.
That was a good one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and Home Alone is now a verb. Being left alone is now called being home alone.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, that's funny.
That's weird.
Isn't that? So yeah, and I didn't know this, but there are 5 Home Alone movies.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know there were 5.
Yeah.
I knew there was another one after 3, but I didn't know how it related.
Mhm.
I didn't know there was 5.
The McAllister home from Home Alone has become a major tourist attraction.
It's in Chicago, isn't it? Like a suburb.
and it's worth over $1.5 million for that house.
I believe it.
Mm-hmm. And it's not. It was not all shot in the Chicago area, of course. Some of them were done on sets.
Right.
Robert De Niro was actually supposed to be cast as Harry.
And Daniel Roebuck was supposed to be Marv.
Yeah, yeah, I remember that. I remember watching the thing, and they didn't click. And
Right.
Daniel
Mhm.
Stern came in. That was awesome. That was awesome. We went to the mall today, and we saw there's a couple memorabilia items that are signed with Daniel Stern from
Yeah.
Home. They actually have Home Alone
They have Home
memorabilia
Alone stuff.
signed
Yeah.
that you can buy. But yeah, this is Home Alone's gonna be it's gonna be a Christmas classic. you know?
Oh yeah.
It
for
is.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, anyways, you want to start talking about some of the trivia stuff?
I have questions if that's what you need.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I just kind of wrote them as I was watching it.
Mm-hmm.
They're pretty hard.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh man.
Okay. Where is the Shovel Slayer from?
Oh my gosh.
So check it out. It's Old Man Marley. You ever heard of the?
I got it.
Oh man.
I got it.
I don't know.
I got it.
I don't remember.
South Bend.
Correct.
Yep.
Is it? Is it South Bend?
Yep.
Ever heard of the South Bend Shovel Slayer?
Okay. Oh man, I was like, man, that's a hard one. I
South
actually
Bend,
don't remember that one.
Indiana. That's an
Well,
Indiana
I know
reference.
because I know because
They're from
It's,
Chicago.
they're from Chicago, so it's
Mhm.
right next to it.
What is
Maybe
it?
he's just trying to be nice.
No way.
I love that. Maybe he's just trying to be nice.
What is the name of the pizza place?
Oh my god! Like I can even see the
I got it.
logo.
I think
You
I
get
got
it.
I think
Go
I got
ahead.
it.
What is it?
Nero's.
Close.
What is it?
It's not Nero's.
That's part of it.
Is it Uncle Nero's?
I don't know. I don't remember what it is.
No.
What?
Little Nero.
Little Nero's.
Nero's.
And it's a 20-minute drive. It's like, what is it, 20 minutes or less?
Yeah.
What happens if you don't get your pizza in 20 minutes?
It's free.
Well, yes, but something very specific. It says it on the side of the car.
Oh no.
It's on us?
No.
Oh.
They take it back. I don't know.
They send it
It
back.
says you don't pay. And
You don't pay.
Why I chose that is because each first letter is capitalized in their little font.
Oh. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
20 minutes or you don't pay.
Keep the change, you filthy animal.
At what point in the movie do they say the movie title?
I got it.
My gosh, you're like really on this one. My son is home alone. That's the line.
That is a line, but it's not the first time.
Mm-mm. It might be, though, because the time I'm thinking about is when Harry says it to Marv. When.
Okay, that's way later.
That's later?
The answer, yeah.
Oh.
Okay, well then what's the answer?
So when they get to Paris and Kate is trying to get the phone,
Yeah.
the daughter Lenny says, "Please, our brother's home alone."
Oh, okay. I was like, I'm thinking of when the mom says it, like, please, my son is home alone.
Oh, on the.
Hi,
Oh,
I'm
hi,
calling-
man.
I'm calling from Paris. My son is home alone.
Yes, that's the line.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
thinking
you again.
All right.
I like when they transfer the phone or whatever
so I'm getting
between
ahead
a
of me.
wall. Crazy lady.
All
son.
right. So this is a quote, so you have to answer the quote. What line, Rose?
Oh God, that's the scene I'm talking about.
Yeah, it is.
No, line 3. I don't know. I don't remember.
I think it was 3.
No.
What
Oh.
is
He
it?
goes, what line, Rose? 2.
Oh,
Okay,
2.
yeah.
Okay.
All right. What late night personality was Kevin watching when he pulled out the picture of his family?
I swear it was Leno.
Sure.
close. It was before Leno. And
Oh, it's Carson.
Johnny
Carson.
Okay, it's Carson. Leno wasn't host yet.
He
then.
was reading letters to Santa Claus, and
Mhm.
the one he was reading said, "Last year I got a baby brother. This year I'd like some clay dough." All right, let's see.
Clay-Doh.
What rumor was going around about Kevin's friend?
Kevin's friend.
Kevin's friend. What the heck? What,
Who's
what scene
Kevin's friend?
What scene is this?
In the church?
Yeah, I know. I'm drawing a blank here.
I don't remember
I don't
anything about
remember-
Kevin having a friend.
I
That's what's
know.
weird here because.
All right, I'll lay it out.
All right.
Okay.
I had a friend who got nailed because there was a rumor going around that he wore dinosaur pajamas.
Oh.
I guess I kind of remember
That's when he's
that.
talking to
Yeah, I
old
kn-
man
I know,
Marley and
yeah.
about how he's like, I sent her a check. He's like, I wish my grandparents sent me a check. Last year I got a big sweater or a sweater with a big bird knitted on it. Well, that's not nice. Well, that's nice. Not for a kid in the first grade. You
That's
can get
right, he
beat up
does-
for wearing something like that.
Yeah.
I had a friend who got nailed because there was a rumor going around that he wore dinosaur pajamas.
I do remember that now. Oh my God, Brett! Wow, you're really hitting it hard today, aren't you?
I told you these were hard.
Yeah.
Yes, damn. That's
For movies we've watched every year, Alex.
I know, but it's
Do
just
you listen to it when you
like,
watch it?
I know, but it's
Do you
one
watch
of those.
it with the subtitles on?
No, well, yes and no, but it's also a movie that we just know. So it's one of those movies, kind of like Die Hard. You just have it on, and
Except that you haven't got any of the.
I know. I'm like, well, I remember what you're talking about. I just
as soon as it's
I
mentioned.
don't have the
Yeah.
actual line in my head.
This is last one for one.
Okay.
What is Murphy's address?
Oh my God, he says it out loud when he's on the phone.
Do you know what street the McAllisters live on? Let me ask that.
I freaking
865. Now. Right? Those are numbers?
I don't know. Tell me.
God,
So,
I don't remember
Hello,
that
my
one.
house is being robbed.
Susie's
My address
it.
is 656 Lincoln Boulevard.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I was not that far off.
My name is Murphy.
Help. Go on.
No, that's in 2.
Oh, I see.
And he doesn't disguise his voice. He's like,
Yeah, he doesn't. Yeah, and
Yeah,
two,
they
he's
don't.
like,
do-
whatever.
Yeah, they don't. He doesn't disguise it into.
okay, so I only have 4 questions for 2.
Okay.
What was Kevin guessing that Grandma Penelope sent him for Christmas?
Donald
Oh,
Duck
wait.
Slippers.
Yeah, Donald Duck Slippers. I'm like,
Correct.
oh my gosh, I remember that one.
Yeah, I had to really think about that one.
Let me
Where-
guess. Donald Duck Slippers.
Where do guests of the new celebrity Ding Dang Dong stay?
Plaza Hotel.
Correct. What are Mr. Duncan's first and middle initials?
Duncan.
Where do you see that?
On the portrait in Duncan's toy chest?
Oh my
Oh,
God.
oh my gosh. I don't know. CJ? I don't know. I don't remember. I just picked it. What is
I
it?
don't know.
EF.
Duncan EF.
No,
Or E.F. Duncan.
First and middle initial.
Okay.
EF Duncan.
Well, okay, yeah.
How long were Marv and Harry in jail?
8 months.
9 months? I don't.
9 months. is
Yeah, I'm gonna
correct.
say I was like I remember them saying months.
He's like, we spent 9 months in jail thinking we had the worst
Yes.
luck in the world.
Yeah.
We were wrong, little buddy.
How'd they get out?
They
On the
escaped.
paper, it was they escaped during a riot.
They
Just a riot.
escaped.
Okay.
See?
Which-
Ha! I answered that question.
Which I wondered about. I'm like, how'd they get to
New York?
Didn't it say prison escape?
Yeah.
Because how do they get to prison so fast? Because you got to think they got to be charged, and they got to. If there was a trial,
Well, it could have been a 3 month.
It's a movie.
Well, think about. Okay, so 9 months. Okay, so
just
if they
thinking
were
of
in for 9,
practical application.
it's been a year since the first one. So if they're, it could take 3 months for the whole trial.
If
So there's the 9 months right
if
there.
that depends on
That's a
that. I
year.
guess it depends on if they pled not guilty.
That means the fish would have had to been caught in Chicago.
If they pled guilty to their charges, I don't think there's much of a trial to go on. They just have to be sentenced.
So that would take that time, and then they have the 9 months in jail.
I know,
Right.
but as a kids movie, it's a bad guy and they go to jail.
Right?
That's how it works.
Wait,
Like
no,
I said, I'm thinking of practical
I know.
applications.
Didn't we make it practical just by saying that? The
Yeah, we
timeline?
did, but
Okay.
I'm saying like that's how
What
it
was
works.
the thing I told
He
you?
also goes from 8 years old to 10 years old in 1 year. he said, I'm 10
I'm
years
10
old.
years old.
TV's my life.
Yeah,
Well, when you were around that age, I'm sure you rounded up.
probably.
Alex, what was the thing I told you about Home Alone to remember?
Something. I'm sorry.
It was
Well,
about
you know
the
she's
first.
right.
It was about the first one, right? I believe it was the first one.
I should have wrote it down.
Oh my gosh! Now I'm
I
really
don't
trying to
remember.
remember. Or was it about 2?
I don't remember. I'm sorry. I don't.
Oh man. Anyways, it's okay.
Okay, you got any more?
No, that was all of it. Home Alone is now, Brett. You didn't want to do 3 because it's not part of the McAllister universe.
Correct.
And 4 and 5 we don't even know anything about, so
No.
and that's fine.
They don't count.
Those don't count. But 3 I would have been okay with watching, but we didn't get to it.
All right. Well, then what's here's my question about 3, even though it's been years.
Yeah.
What does Alex have that makes him stay home?
Chicken pox.
Yep.
Yep.
And
I've only seen 3 once. So
what ends up happening to everybody at the end of the movie?
they all get chicken pox.
They all get chicken pox.
Even yeah.
They're all taking like their mug shots and they all have chicken pox everywhere.
And that's deadly for adults.
Yeah, it is. Oh, I didn't even think about that. Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
The I guess what is the one line that what's the girl in there? What's her sister's? What's the sister that you guys like?
Scarlett Johansson.
Okay, what does Scarlett Johansson yell when he screams?
What?
At the beginning of the movie.
I don't remember this.
Alex dropped the toilet seat on his thing again.
Apparently, it's not. I've only seen it once, and it was right after high school.
He goes into the bathroom and he starts like itching himself all over, and then you see him in the mirror, and then he shuts the mirror and sees himself, and he's got red dots everywhere, and he screams, and then you hear Scarlett Johansson go, "Alex dropped the toilet seat on his thing again." It's actually a really good movie.
That's
like
Justin Cooper, right?
I don't know who the
I don't
actor
think
is.
so. I don't think so.
I thought it was Liar Liar Kid.
I don't think so. It doesn't.
Oh my gosh, you know what?
Let me look up Justin Cooper.
You know what? It might be.
Hold on, I got this.
It might be. I don't know, but I remember that one because we actually watched it a few times.
No, it's
It's
not.
not?
His name is actually Alex.
Oh, is it?
I'll be darned.
Yeah, Alex D. Linz.
Looks like Justin Cooper.
He was in.
Nothing.
He did the voice of young Tarzan. He was in Red Dragon.
Mhm.
I mean,
And
he's,
nothing else.
One Fine Day.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, with Michelle Pfeiffer and George Clooney.
Oh, okay.
Before
born
we
in
go
89.
on, what's with that Batman mask on the desk?
Oh, that just came with. I don't remember where we got that.
It was
It's
on
just
one
been-
of our posters
Yeah.
for a long time.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
all. We're not like role playing with it or anything.
Oh my God, John!
I am the one.
Stop!
What's our next trilogy, Brett?
Um,
You're gonna think on it.
yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I would say Die Hard, not just because we haven't done Die Hard trilogy, so
Mhm.
therefore I haven't quizzed you on 2 and 3.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And I was gonna watch Die Hard anyway this week,
I think we can do it.
so and since we're not recording next week, it'll give us the 2 weeks.
It'll give us
Yeah.
2 weeks. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then, do you want to do 1, 2, 3
Yeah.
or 1, 2, 3, 4?
We can do 4 in
We
there.
can do 4.
If you really want to put in 5.
I mean, I might watch 5, but I'm not gonna do any
I
trivia.
wonder if
on
I can do
5.
another run through of watching it again because I kind of didn't really like it.
5.
Yeah.
5's terrible.
It is.
How about we talk about Jingle All the Way?
That's
Let's
fine.
do that.
Let's talk about Jingle All the Way.
Jingle all the way.
Josh, why don't you talk about the movie club?
The movie club. Every week we pick a movie to watch that's brand new to one of us at least. And this week Brett is the one who I guess kind of chose. We did a collective choosing on
I was
this. So
gonna
it could be
ask,
holiday.
is it okay if I pick a new one then?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because next one's going to be out of the holidays. So we're going to be into January. Actually, this is 11 days until 2020 is over. So that's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
So Jingle All the Way came out in 96, starring Arnold Schwarzenegger, Sinbad,
Rita Wilson,
Phil Hartman.
Phil Hartman,
Yep.
Jake Lloyd.
I forgot about Rita Wilson. Yep.
Before he
Jake Lloyd.
was Anakin.
And before he was in jail.
The Big Show's in it.
I thought that was
That was
him.
Paul White.
The Big
And
Show's
Jim
in it.
Belushi.
Jim Belushi.
Jim Belushi's
Vern
in it.
Troyer.
Yeah.
Vern Troyer is the one who gets punched.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's like, wait a minute, Mickey from Seinfeld, I don't know his real name, is the other
Yes. Yes. So what'd you think?
one. I liked this movie until the end of the movie. The parade part is so bad.
It's bad.
I
It's really
wanted
bad.
it to be over.
It's bad.
It is so bad.
It's so bad.
It's you do realize, all right, because now that you've seen the movie, I just realized when we watched this movie now that the whole beginning scene where you're watching Turbo Man the show,
Yeah.
that's the end of the movie.
Okay.
For
the same
start
thing.
to finish, like that's the end of the movie
Mhm.
right there.
Sure. But there were the part there was one part where I laughed out loud for
Okay,
Um,
which
a
one?
minute was when Phil is eating the cookies. He's like, "Oh, these are so good." He's like, "Put that cookie
I
down."
told you.
No.
That's what we quote all the time.
I love that one.
That's
Love that
the
one.
line that we quote.
This movie is not
Oh.
good.
No, it's really.
Who said you could eat my cookies?
The star
No,
part
but
pissed me off.
I like it when he goes to pick up the cookie and he goes
Pipe down on there.
gets
Yeah,
pissed.
Well, he's a man whore.
He
No
is.
shit.
He
He's
preys on
horny
all-
the whole
He
time.
preys on all the wives of the neighborhood.
But he's not going after the ones who want him.
Right.
He's going after the one that doesn't want him.
Right.
Of course.
And that's like the man thing that every man doesn't
guess.
wants what he doesn't what he can't
wants
have.
What he can't have.
Yep. Sinbad is the most woke person of 1996.
Right?
He was pretty annoying in this.
Very improvised. All of his rants were improvised. Just FYI.
Well,
Oh, really?
Well,
Oh,
I-
good job.
Well, another thing I did not like was it reminded me of how stupid people will be in crowds
Yes.
for crap. You
Yep.
know?
Kind of. Well, what's ironic is this was actually just this movie came out to kind of just do the Cabbage Patch craze in the 80s. It was ironic that it came out just around the same time as the Tickle Me Elmo craze.
Mhm.
So it kind of mimicked that, and the Wii. I mean, for
Oh
the
yeah,
love
that's as
of
soon as
God.
Josh and I saw that, when they're like standing in line waiting for the ball,
The
the
numbers
number,
and-
I was like, and then you have those two employees that are smiling and laughing how he's there the day of.
That's
Oh,
Chris Parnell,
It's
by the
Chris
way.
Parnell, and isn't the other guy the Jamie kid from the Progressive commercials?
Maybe
I
I just
think
know
it
Chris
might be.
Parnell.
But it was that part I laughed at. But what I didn't laugh at is when they trampled the
The guy who opened up. Brett, you're just
employee.
seeing the whole retail side of it.
'Cause
You're
I'm
just you assholes.
I don't know people, but there have been employees that have died because of that, and
Yeah?
that is not funny.
They tried to make
now
it
it's
comedic
not. Back then it was.
because it hadn't happened yet.
Yes. So, but no,
All
when
for a
they're-
bunch of crap.
But
Yes.
that's exactly like what was happening when he was just like, "Don't you have any?" And then I looked at Josh, wheeze, and he's like, "Oh God!" And I was like, "See, that's you. That's Brett. That's another one of the people
Now,
he worked with."
the one thing I will say about Arnold's character in that position is he is so overworked. He is completely oblivious to what's going on in the world of retail.
Yeah.
So how is he
Don't
supposed to
forget, you're
know
my
that
number one
Turbo
customer.
Man is
Right.
not
He
available
sells
anywhere.
mattresses.
Right.
Exactly.
Right. He's the worst father, to
There's
be
not
honest.
there's not lines at furniture stores.
No,
Right.
but I'm like, wow, he's so overworked.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
He
he
thinks,
is. He's working until.
I know, but he
Hold on a
sells
second.
mattresses.
guys. I don't know if you know this, but there's actually a conspiracy that mattresses are fronts for drug cartels.
Okay, well then maybe that's why. Now just like Home Alone where we've got the dad's the mob boss. Now we've got Jingle All the Way. He just sells mattresses full of drugs.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh man, I love Paul White's line in it. I'm gonna deck your halls, bub.
Yeah.
Chris Columbus produced this.
Did he?
He did Home Alone.
Home Alone.
Yeah. Okay. I
know.
Okay. Well,
I know that.
wait a second.
did?
I know that
No, you don't know because you say I don't know. I don't know names.
Guess
You
what?
say that all
Guess
the
what?
time.
I do know that one.
Okay. You can actually buy a Turbo Man action figure if you want to. It's a 13-incher, and it's actually modeled after the Flash.
That's what it's like. It reminded me of another one.
Mhm.
Oh, that would be why he has the Flash painted. Or is it Flash or Captain America?
It's Flash.
on his.
It's all lightning bolts.
Is that what
That's
it is?
Flash.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, who?
Turbo Man.
No, I'm talking about the
room.
kid.
In the bedroom, he has Captain
Oh,
America.
that's what Captain America.
Okay,
yes,
it's Captain
yes.
America.
Yeah, he has the coolest
He has like the
freaking
coolest
room.
room
That's
for his
pretty cool,
age.
yeah.
And the thing is, it's like, well, hold on a second. But the message of this entire movie is things aren't what the kid wants. He wants his dad.
Mhm.
Yeah.
The whole time, he's like, I want my dad there. When he's got all this stuff, he doesn't want the stuff. He wants his dad. I mean, it's kind of like a wholesome story. You think he thinks he wants things. That's why he has so much stuff. So he's always like, what do you want? He's like, well, I want the doll. That Johnny 7 OMA is a real toy that came out in the 60s.
Really?
One Man Army.
Yeah.
The 7. Yeah, it's real.
No,
Mhm.
didn't know that.
So Brett, now what I was asking you about the extended version, at the end of the movie, did it end with her asking him, I can't wait to see what you got me?
No.
See?
Okay,
Told
then
you.
you did not get to see the extended version because I think it's actually might have been after the credits.
Probably.
Because she says to him,
Talking about his wife?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
She says to him, "Oh, if you went through all this trouble for one doll for Jamie, I can't imagine what you got
did
for me."
And he
Is
and
that
then
supposed to be a sex joke?
It's supposed to, yeah.
Well, maybe.
they actually supposed to set it up for a sequel.
for a sequel because it like zooms in on his face going like, oh, like I didn't buy anything for the
Isn't
wife.
it like Christmas Eve afternoon?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's basically
how much more trouble can
no,
he get into?
it's actually the end of it's at night because they're getting ready for bed, aren't they?
Oh yeah. Mhm.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
at night. The other thing
Nothing's
Josh
open
and
on
I
Christmas
quote
Day.
from that movie all the
Yeah.
time is, "You broke my little mirror."
I just quoted that last night. You broke my little mirror. Dude, the cop interaction's great.
It's just so funny. I don't even know why it is, but it's just like you broke my little mirror.
Yeah.
Jingle All the Way was it was a interesting.
It is definitely a very 90s movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I like it, but it's really not that good.
No, it's not.
No.
But I mean, I'll give it a. I'll
the
give
whole
it a good.
jetpack part was like, please stop.
Did you hear about like when he's getting into the Turbo Man suit, everything that the director is like saying to him, and he's like, by the way,
the brain activity? He did have brain activity.
which is a good sign.
That's a really good sign.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh.
And that was Curtis Armstrong as booster.
Yes. Trying to sound like Gilbert Gottfried, I guess.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm like, why is he trying to sound like Gilbert Gottfried? He's Booger.
Nobody likes you.
Nobody likes you, Booster. And they beat
Booster.
him up.
I'll kick him. We hate you, Booster.
No, I
Okay,
like
so I'll give it just a good 7, just a good number.
Sure, 6.5, 7.
6.
Brett, what do you want to choose for our next episode?
So I will go with Shawshank Redemption.
Okay.
Oh,
But I
okay.
do need you to come to my place so you can fix my headphones
Fix your headphones.
for my PC,
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
so you can watch it then.
We got a couple weeks until our next episode. Our next episode will not be until January
3rd.
4th. Yep. So that's actually a ways away.
Yeah,
It's
it
2
is.
weeks. So, anyways, yeah, let's move on from there.
Do you have Christmas questions on
I
the board?
do.
What do you mean?
I've got. I'm checking out fantasy real quick because I'm nervous. I mean, Alex, I'd be nervous for you too.
Just stop. I don't want to know right now. Sorry.
Okay, so these are all just real basic Christmas trivia questions. Nothing based off of anything really, really, one thing or another. What's your favorite holiday scent?
Like Christmas holiday?
Mhm.
Holiday, yeah.
Like when people start getting like the candles and stuff out and the I like peppermint really.
yeah.
Like peppermint. I'm pretty basic bitch on it. Like I like peppermint.
I don't really care.
You don't.
I really don't
Nothing like baked cookies or anything.
I don't
Yeah.
like pine, I'll tell you that. Like everyone has like pine stuff and pine cones. I don't like that kind
Mine's
of
more
stuff.
like baked goods.
I guess I think I need to smell something this Christmas.
I mean, I really wow. Ladies, Brett needs to smell
I'm
something.
saying no.
Can I smell you?
You smell like Christmas.
Best stocking stuffer.
Okay.
Candy.
My folks always
The
get me,
Reptar bars. That was the best.
My folks always get me a 6-pack of the Coke in the bottles.
Oh, that's a big
Why
thing,
did you
too.
point?
I just point at you. I meant like I didn't want to like
Why?
hit
Is there
this.
some in the bedroom when you're
Why?
pointing over
Why
there?
No,
point
like
over me?
I pointed at you because like we got the Reptar bars from Mom
Yeah.
that one year
Yeah.
and they ended up being like amazing.
Yeah.
They usually get me those Lifesaver storybooks too.
Those are always really yummy,
Lifesavers. I
too.
remember Lifesavers being a real big thing in the 90s. Like they really, really hit it hard. Hard candy Lifesavers,
Yeah.
What's your favorite holiday food?
Holiday food like
Mhm.
It's
When
kind
you-
of an extension
like
of
ham.
Thanksgiving because
Ham.
we usually have the same stuff.
Ham.
Same stuff.
yeah, ham and taters.
Yeah, that's a good one. Are there any holiday decorations that make you cringe?
Blue lights.
You hate blue.
Don't like blue.
Yeah, your mom has nothing but blue.
She always puts blue lights on the tree.
Well,
Not blue and white, not blue and red. Blue.
no offense, but I didn't like seeing your inflatable snowman up.
We didn't put it up.
We didn't put it up. Mom put it up.
She said, and I put stuff up. I said, you put it down then.
She put it up. We decorated the living room though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't mind Christmas lights. I don't really like inflatables.
We didn't do that one. One of them that I really don't like is seeing Santa in the manger scene.
Yeah, I agree
Oh.
with that.
That
That
I mean,
ain't right.
keep that religion and stuff out of there. Snow, love it or hate it.
Depends.
I don't hate it, but I don't like it.
Yeah, depends on if it's falling while I'm driving.
Right.
Yes, depends on if I have to go outside in it.
If it's making travel difficult, then I don't like it.
Yeah.
There's certain types of snow too. So if it's the nice white fluffy stuff that's really soft and it hasn't been touched yet or pissed on,
Jesus. Ruined.
then I like it. Other than that, nope.
Name all the reindeer.
Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet,
Comet,
Cupid,
Cupid,
Donner,
Donner,
Blitzen.
The running scene in Jingle All the Way, right? I could do this all
I can
day.
do this all day.
No, but I wouldn't have thought of that scene
Plus or minus
before
Rudolph.
this movie. I would think of the song.
Yes.
I know, but that's all it is. He comes in there, he's like, I got it. Did I win?
Do you have a favorite Christmas tree topper?
I mean, I like
We
ours.
always used a star
Mhm.
Yeah.
with
Same.
lights in it.
Yeah, I like the fact that we always pick like a crazy star, something for our topper, something a little more artsy and stuff these days. My family always had an angel.
We always had an angel,
Mhm.
which I found downstairs, by the way.
Mhm. Funniest holiday memory.
Oh, I got
Oh,
one.
man.
Go ahead.
When I was 7 years old, my folks got me a Red Ryder BB gun.
Oh no, you
And
didn't.
They put it in a big box. It was like a refrigerator box. So I literally had to go digging for it. When I got it out, my sister goes, "You got him a gun?" It was pretty funny.
What'd you shoot with it? Did you like just do basic?
Me and
Target
cousin
practice.
Andrew, we both had BB guns,
Mm-hmm.
and we shot birds.
Oof.
We didn't normally kill them.
No.
We didn't.
The Red Ryder was not strong enough.
Didn't
he had
normally.
one
Did you
that
hit him? Did you get?
Sometimes
Yeah.
he had, and they would just fly away. He had one that pumped,
Oh.
so it had more power.
Yeah.
But if we weren't shooting birds, we were shooting aluminum cans.
Mm-hmm. What do you got, Alex, for your favorite holiday memory?
I mean, one of
Or
them would
funniest,
be
I mean,
Yeah,
one
you
of the
could say
funny
funniest.
ones that I mean that my mom's side of the family is not ever gonna forget. Is I was probably not even double digits old, and we were at my grandmother's house. And after we opened up all the presents, my grandma and grandpa said, "Hold on, we have one more for everyone." And she said, "But y'all have to open it at the same time." And it was for everyone. I mean, my cousin, I mean, we were the only grandchildren, so we were the youngest there. But like my uncles, their cousins, like we probably had 20 people in the house. And
yeah, that's when you guys used to gather big.
well,
a
yeah,
lot
we
of
had
people.
like a big get together. So we had like a little box, and we we all opened them up. They were already filled and already had batteries in them. You open it up, and it was a Nerf gun that shot discs. And we're like, "What are we supposed to do?" And one of my mom's
Fight.
cousins got up and then just started shooting everybody. So we were running around the house shooting each other.
Sounds like a disaster.
Well, it was a lot of fun, and the running joke is like we are still finding those discs around the house, and it was like 20 some years ago.
I think people are putting them back after they find them. Like, oh, I'm just gonna put this back.
No,
in.
but it's like we would move a couch that hasn't been moved in years and go, "Look, it's one of the discs."
Yep.
But like, I mean, that was one that I'm not gonna forget. Is that one?
I have a common joke that constantly gets said every single year whenever my nephew opens up a damn
Oh.
gift.
It's a box.
It's a box because when he was 3 years
was like
old, just
3.
learning to speak, he was like, "Oh my god, I'm excited! I got a box!"
Like, and he would get like shaking excited, and then we just
Mm-hmm.
videotaped. It was like every single gift he got, he would just go, "I know what it is. It's a box." And it's
now
just like,
he's 14
now
and he
he-
hates it.
He's 15.
15 and he hates it.
But we say it every year around him. Like he's not gonna live it down at
I
all.
guess not.
Live action or animated Grinch?
Animated, the original.
I don't know. I like the
Animated.
Jim Carrey
I
one
like
quite
Jim
a bit.
Carrey's.
I haven't watched it yet.
You've never seen it?
I actually own it.
You
Oh,
watch
man,
that,
that's
dude.
actually really good.
You will laugh.
Oh yeah,
It
that's-
is. It is a laughing.
I can't see any other actor doing it properly.
No.
Wait, are you talking about the Jim Carrey one?
Mhm.
I've seen that one.
Are you talking about the CGI one that just came out?
That one I
Oh,
own.
I'm not.
That one I think is on HBO, isn't it?
I think so.
Yeah, we'll have to watch that sometime. Now that's that. So there's live action, animated, or CGI. Then.
The
So there's
original, I would go with the original.
3. Yeah, that's really short. Real
What-
short.
You're kind of doing either or here.
I ended up at the end here with a couple,
Yeah.
with two. Well, you weren't doing Christmas either or, were you?
I could have, but it kind of just slipped my mind because we fast tracked a little bit.
These
by
came
one
from
day.
these came from an app that I was looking at questions and stuff. Real or fake Christmas tree?
That was gonna be the first one that I asked.
Yeah.
So
I
we
like
always
both.
got real ones when I was a kid, but
Yeah.
if I was doing it, definitely fake.
I just exactly what Brett said.
Yeah.
I'm like, I like the real ones. They're nice. They
The
smell
fake you
good.
still have to do cleanup, but it's not.
Yeah,
that
but it's not
bad.
nearly as bad. You don't have to water it. You
Mhm.
don't. Yeah, it's fine.
It's less of a struggle getting it up.
Mm-hmm. Josh.
Whoops.
Oh.
Last question here: sledding or building a snowman?
Sledding.
Sledding's way more.
I mean, I
fun.
really like snowmen.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite part of building a snowman is afterwards letting it freeze overnight and then like going and trying to tackle it the next day.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like tackling a cement pillar.
Yeah, but it's fun.
Hmm.
We give it
I-
a name and then
honestly,
we like kill it
I would
afterwards.
I would use it for target practice.
Yeah.
Exactly, with my body.
No, not with. I would do it with a gun.
Oh, well, that's not what we would do. We didn't get guns.
Well, we're children, so I wouldn't think so.
I think we should wrap up with talking about this year.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean we've kind of the last thing I have on there we can save for our next episode because it'd be a little. I think we're getting a little close to time here, and we might as well just get into talking about how much this year has been a roller coaster of good and bad, and we're going to talk about our favorites, things that may have been released this year, things we may have discovered, things that have happened. Of course, we got to talk about the events. You know, all throughout this year, we've opened up our podcast throughout. You know, since March. Talking about COVID, and of course that's going to be something we're going to mention today. But I mean, let's start off just talking about basic media. I mean, what's your favorite things that you've either discovered or have come out this year? You know, movies, TVs, and stuff. You know.
So I took a look. I don't think I played a single new game this year.
No, I don't think you did. I don't think there was anything that came out that may have. No.
At the
nothing.
very beginning, no, that was it. Yeah, in January I played.
You got a war.
No, the Fallen Order, and I hated it.
Yeah. Did you try out Rogue Squadron?
Not yet. I was going to, but I'm gonna wait for it to go on sale.
I'm trying to think of anything
And
that may have
it's not
come
Rogue
out.
Squadron. It's
Well,
Squadron.
Squadrons.
this is the year that I went January through June and played all the Halos for the first time.
You did.
Mhm.
You did.
Now I did play that. There was single player DLC for Gears 5 that I just finished 2 nights ago, and
I guess that's new.
yeah,
That's
it
probably
was-
the only new thing you've played.
I really.
Oh, well, I mean,
enjoyed
Horde
that,
they updated too.
Yeah, they got new
And I'm
Horde.
happy they did. I
Yeah,
really
I like
it.
but I enjoy single player DLC. I played the Division had some. Division 2 I had some. I played it on
Mhm.
PS2 or PS4, and I've bought it for Xbox and PC, so I'll play those.
Alex, I mean, Overcooked 2? We did
Overcooked 2.
the DLC.
I
we did all
played
that.
Slender for the first time.
We did do
even though I
Slender.
told myself I would never play it. I mean, the game that I'm currently playing now, the new Call of Duty.
Yeah.
That's my favorite out of everything this year. That's
Yeah.
my favorite. I'm
Yeah.
addicted to it. I love it. I knew I was gonna get addicted to it, but
Same with Fall Guys on me. I knew I was going to get addicted to it as,
I
as
thought
soon
I
as I
was
saw
going
the
to
trailer.
get addicted to it. I played it twice and wanted to throw my controller. So
I'm happy you did. Speaking of, we just broke a controller yesterday.
yep, broke a controller.
Yep.
Which one?
The gray one
The
that's
gray
sitting
one.
downstairs. So all we have left
How'd
is
you do it?
well,
It broke. I
the
don't know
turtle
how.
the adapter for the headset was pushing the thing up into it, so it won't come back down.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just won't. It
It's
just won't work.
broken.
And also
It's busted.
it's busted. Yeah, Fall Guys was a big one for me, and I've been streaming that practically ever since it came out. Like it's been almost my go-to stream, and I love it. I'm having a blast with it. Patrick has fun with it. I mean, he and I we get on all the time. It's always fun. Super Mario 3D All Stars. I also bought that this year, which I can't really consider
You
that a
played
new game.
Luigi's Mansion, the new one.
And Luigi's Mansion. Yeah,
Mhm.
Luigi's Mansion 3. I think that's about it. Really.
There wasn't really a whole
a lot of
of
Nintendo. A lot of
A lot
Nintendo.
of Nintendo, but
Like
like
Animal
I'm saying,
Crossing came
like-
out right when COVID hit too. So that was like
Yeah, but
I never went to Animal Crossing though.
really, I don't think anything else.
Nintendo had a lot of releases this year, but that was mainly on the Switch. TV.
TV, mine's Mandalorian.
Yeah. Brett,
Yeah.
did you
I
just?
think
did
the
you
only
watch?
thing new that I watched for TV was I finished The Big Bang Theory.
Alex, you're gonna get really mad.
What?
Dave.
Oh shit! Yes, never
Lego
mind.
Masters.
Dave's Lego Masters. That was at the very beginning of the year. Man, those Lego Masters too.
Lego
man.
Masters.
Oh, I want them to bring that back real bad.
And
that was
Dave.
good. Oh my gosh, Dave.
I also
forgot about that one.
I
You're
also
kicking
did
yourself.
watch the first season of The Purge. I just finished that. So
Mhm.
Let's not forget all about the stuff on Netflix we've been watching this year. Tiger King.
Oh, the fact that the only big thing about that is that we realized 20 minutes in
we met the
that we
guy.
met the dude. He got pictures with his tigers.
Yep. And the sensation that happened around it,
Yeah.
how big it was, just huge. And there's a lot of other TV shows that were still going on. I mean, you and I, we actually invented on Thursday nights couples night, where we would
that was
watch
something that
that
we
stuff.
made like when COVID started, is we made sure that we didn't do anything else but like focused on after Josh was working from home. Like that became like a good idea to do, is like, sorry, we're not going here, we're not doing this, we're not gaming, like this is couples night, we are staying in, we're gonna make some dinner together, and we're gonna play a game, or we're gonna watch a movie. And that was we still do that. Wednesday nights couples night.
It is now. Movies, did you watch anything other than Bad Boys for Life?
yeah, I think that was it.
It was like, I don't really like.
Well,
think
we
that
watched
was
the
it.
Harley Quinn movie, The Emancipation.
I know, but
that
it wasn't
that good.
It wasn't as good as I wanted it to be.
No. Was there anything else that really, came out?
No, Bad Boys for Life came out in January,
Yeah.
and not long after that is when the theater shut down.
Yeah.
We didn't see we never saw a movie in theaters. We saw Harley Quinn in theaters.
We watched Harley Quinn in the theater.
That was our last.
That was the last one I
theater
think we
trip.
watched.
That's sad. And there's a lot of them that are actually like closing down and stuff.
Oh, not to derail this, but
That's okay.
I did want to ask you, because I haven't even asked you off the air. What'd you think of Nolan trashing WB? You didn't hear about this?
I'm sorry.
No?
Christopher Nolan ripped WB for their, or not WB, yeah, WB
For
their
going to
HBO Max.
HBO.
Yeah, he ripped them up.
He's Christopher Nolan lives by the theater.
Mm-hmm.
That is what you need to know about. Like,
most directors would, I would think.
The Leah chick who was a Scientologist, she's doing that show on, I believe it's...
Yeah, Leah Remini.
Yeah, she says that Tom Cruise's outburst was a publicity stunt.
Wouldn't surprise me, but
At the same time, I
wouldn't surprise me if he was just being a total asshole.
Did you listen to his rant?
I didn't, but
I
I got
did.
the gist of it.
there were parts that I was
it
like,
makes sense.
I'm kind of.
I agree. I don't know if you have to blow up and be an
Well,
asshole.
from
about
what
it.
I've also heard is he's apparently made these
Yeah, right. I agree.
like comments before, like telling people, hey, you need to wear a mask, hey, you need to do this, hey, you need to do that, and they're not listening. So he blew up because he's the one putting all this money into it. And he's like, I don't have to make this movie, I don't have to give you a job.
No, I mean, he's an executive producer, so he absolutely has the right to.
And a producer.
Yes.
Okay.
He's,
I just figured it
what
all
do
fell under the same.
what do both do? What does an executive do as that a producer doesn't do? Or what do they?
Well, I think an executive producer has a macro look, whereas a producer would have a micro look.
And he has both on the Mission Impossible
Yes.
series.
Yes.
I think he doesn't. He do some writing too.
I don't know. I only assume that he's an executive producer because it's number 7, and I would assume he would have got that far.
I didn't think that was a higher level than a producer.
It is.
I didn't think it was. I thought it was less.
It definitely is. There's co-producers and associate producers I've seen in credits.
Oh.
I don't know what the difference is there,
Mm-hmm.
but there's on any given movie there's a production team that is just producers.
Yeah.
So yeah.
One movie that we haven't mentioned is the Borat sequel that was filmed
Oh.
and released inside of 1 year.
Yep.
The controversy
During the pandemic.
the controversy it stirred and everything. Brett, I don't see you watching this movie.
Oh no, I don't think Brett will like it.
Yeah.
It's not Brett.
We watched
I
it
literally
twice.
just went through 2020 movies.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Nothing really big. I mean, I wanted to see Tenet really bad.
That's the one that
Can
popped
rent
up that we
that
didn't
now.
see that, but nothing.
Yeah, it makes me. I wanted to see it in
Nothing.
theater before it closed. I was like, I want to give it one go. One good Nolan film, because I know his audio is actually really good in theaters, and it kind of just didn't happen. So that's all we really got about media events. I've kind of got a little bit of a timeline here that I can that we can go through. Let's start off at the beginning of the year. The Australian wildfires were happening. Over 47 million acres were burned down. Millions of animals were estimated dead.
Yeah, so sad.
And now, I mean, I don't hear anything about that.
Did you guys ever see the pictures of all of the koala bears that they had in like this veterinary hospital? And they had all of their paws were wrapped because they tried climbing up trees to get away, and they would just burn and fall off.
Why would I want to
makes
look
me
at that?
sad.
Because there was pictures and posts that were going all over, and that was like
And
the one
why-
thing that I remember.
Why would you want to look at that?
Well,
This
I'm not
is
saying I
incredibly
wanted
sad.
to look at it. I'm
I
just
wanna
saying, like,
look at koala
went-
bears with their little paws wrapped up.
I
That
know,
makes me
but,
sad
like,
thinking about it.
But that was I remember when all of that was happening. That was a post that had gone on. It was like a viral post. I'm like, oh my god, I want to go to Australia and help.
Right.
Yeah, it's like an 18-hour flight.
I don't care.
Kobe Bryant's death in January.
Oh yeah.
That was bad.
January 24th. That was unprecedented. And a helicopter crash in the Hollywood Hills, right? I believe it was Hollywood Hills.
Yeah, something like that.
Yep. That shook a lot of
And
the
his daughter,
sports.
don't forget.
And his daughter. Yeah.
His
Yeah.
young daughter, like
Yeah.
13-year-old daughter.
Yep. Now, I know we already mentioned the Tiger King sensation, but I got to put this down. 34 million views in 10 days.
Oh my god. I didn't realize it was that.
That's how big Tiger King
Didn't
was.
something beat it, though?
I don't know.
Parasite. I believe the movie Parasite got
Oh.
played. Well,
Yeah, but I
Was it
thought there was a
Parasite?
new series on Netflix that had beat the concurrent.
like the
Viewer
views and so many.
records.
I couldn't
don't
tell you.
remember.
Something I didn't know what it was.
And it's nothing we've really looked into.
Yeah.
And then of course we're gonna mention the COVID-19 pandemic, which is not getting any better at this time.
No.
Back in March, we were kind of just making a little bit of I remember kind of poking fun at it, just like, oh yeah, this isn't gonna do anything. We're gonna move on.
I remember.
I
thought
want to
it
go
was-
back to our podcast.
I thought
and
it was
listen
not
to
a
it.
big deal. I didn't think it was going to be a big thing.
We
The thing is like I don't remember saying
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to be a big deal. I remember from the moment that I heard about it, wow, this sounds really scary.
back in January
and it
and
was
February.
more like I hope it doesn't come here.
we thought it was gonna be about kind of like either the swine flu or
Yeah, like
B,
how everything's always been, where it's been, well, it's here for a couple weeks, it hits a few people, and then it goes away.
like what was the other thing? Ebola.
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 Yeah.
You didn't know anybody who actually got it.
You
No.
have to also, when you talk about all this, just remember
Understand what year it is and
Exactly.
understand that politics have
it's
really
not
played.
quite as simple at face value.
But it's really hard to understand COVID when it's such an unpredictable virus.
I think the biggest thing that I can think of my whole entire life that compares to this, that I can think of that was significant, was the swine flu. Because
I
I
don't
got
even-
the swine flu.
I don't even remember it, honestly.
It happened
flu?
while we were
Oh,
in
wait.
Chicago. Yeah.
Oh wait.
Yeah,
No.
yeah. It was
Oh,
the
no.
first. Yeah, I think it was the first winter I was
No,
working.
It was 10. I think it was 2010.
Maybe. But yeah, I got it within it was like 24
Well,
hours I was developing
There
symptoms
was an
and I was in the
election
ER.
in 2008, so
It was in between, I believe.
yes.
It wasn't 08.
No, we
because
got
we were
married.
living
We
in
got,
Chicago.
we got married in 08.
Yeah.
So,
we, were
no.
we moved to Chicago in 09, so it was in between
It was
09
9
and
and 10.
2013. So in that
But either
time
way, I
frame.
remember that. But I mean, you look at it now, like when we went to the mall today, when the swine flu was happening, you might have like
No one did that.
No, I mean, no one wears masks. No one
No one
social
distanced.
distance. No, nothing like that. Now it's like that has become like there's signs everywhere, masks everywhere. Like
Yeah.
everything has changed. So this is obviously way bigger than anything else.
Yeah. I don't know the numbers right off the top of my head of what the COVID-19 pandemic has become, but I mean it's
I don't even
I-
want to think about it.
When
No.
you watch there, you had
we got it.
mentioned
We're talking about it because it's the end of the year.
You had
you
mentioned
got to mention this.
Borat 2.
Yeah.
So
All of a sudden.
in Borat 2, when they're filming the pandemic, like when they first shut down the country, like first start locking people up and telling you to stay inside, all of that back in March, they're filming this movie. And I remember there's a part in the movie where he goes to one of the campaigns or whatever to see Michael Pence. And he goes, we have the first 13 cases or something like that confirmed. We've got it under control or something. And I'm like, Josh, 13.
Yeah.
I'm like, we had no idea.
I remember when
We're just like, it's gonna be here for a couple weeks or a month, and it'll be fine by summer.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's what everyone's. Oh, by June it'll be gone. Oh, we'll have it handled by June. And then it was like, well, maybe by the end of summer. And then it's like, yeah, now we're just not going to say anything.
Pretty much. 76 million cases worldwide.
Yeah.
76.5.
Well.
So, yeah, that's what we just.
But the things that COVID has affected, I mean, there's people that are still jobless.
Mm-hmm.
Jobless, broke.
I mean, you got to count your lucky stars on the jobs.
Yeah.
I mean, at this point, I'm like, man, I still have a job. I'm actually pretty happy about that, you know. Moving on from there, the BLM protests in May.
Yep.
All the way through the summer.
Mm-hmm.
They're still kind of going on. You haven't really heard a whole lot of news on that.
That's protests, but you also have to
include
include the riots.
Become riots. Some had become that way. And then we got to talk about the murder hornets. You know, 2 inches long and swept the nation.
Did you guys see
Very
the video
quickly.
about what they do?
No.
They decapitate other bees and stuff.
Alex watches weird stuff, I guess.
Because they brought up it was a 2020 in review, and they showed a video because I was like, I've never even seen a murder hornet.
Yeah.
And they brought up a video of what they do, and they basically sting, paralyze it, and then just decapitate.
That's gross.
The other insect or whatever that they have, and then they eat it. Well, then they can kill us too.
Yeah.
So.
The August 4th Beirut explosion.
Oh my
Oh, yeah.
gosh.
That was
Yeah.
big.
2,700 tons of ammonium nitrate.
Mm-hmm.
Estimated 190 dead and thousands injured. That's all I really have for most of the year. I mean,
You're forgetting what's happening in New York right now.
I'm not forgetting because I don't know.
The snowstorm.
Okay, I
You
don't know
got,
anything.
like, 4 feet of snow.
I don't know the stats.
I'll bring it up right now. New York snow stats. They have this huge blizzard going on. They got 4 feet of snow, or it was 47 inches or something overnight. It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
All those videos that we were seeing where they're opening up their doors and they can't see outside because their house is under snow.
Yeah. Do you have the numbers as far as how?
I said
how,
new snow. New York.
Yeah, there's snowstorm.
Snow.
Well, they even named it.
Oh, I'm sure they did.
I don't remember the name, but
Snowstorm 2020.
it swept through the eastern seaboard. We got some snow and it stayed for a week.
Yep.
Yeah,
It's gone.
A dusting. I got on my Twitch stream and someone was like, "How are you guys surviving in the mid or the not the Midwest?"
Yes,
We
we
are?
are.
Yeah.
I don't know. Somebody had said "How are you guys surviving out there in Indiana? All that snow?" And I'm like, "What snow?" And they're like you have 4 feet or something. I'm like, "You mean the little engine that couldn't went over Indiana?"
It sneezed.
It sneezed on us a little bit.
Well, we had about maybe half an inch. I'd say that was staying anyway, sticking around, and then it rained, I guess, and it all went away. I mean, in one afternoon, it's gone.
It's gonna be cold on Christmas Day though.
Mm.
It's 23 is the high or something.
Oh, wow. We'll be driving in that probably. We'll see.
Anything
else?
Snow totals 4 feet in Binghamton, New York, and Pennsylvania.
Binghamton.
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 I was sounding it out. Don't be mean. I had no idea. I don't live there. I've never been there. Binghamton.
You just added another one.
Stop it. 4 feet of snow.
Yeah, we'll be driving through the Midwest, and hopefully we don't get
there it
pounded
is.
with snow either.
There it is. Record snowstorm in Northeast drops over 40 inches overnight.
Mm.
40 inches.
Just like the movie Snow Day.
Day after tomorrow.
Yeah,
Well,
day
it's a
after
lot more than day after tomorrow.
God, day after tomorrow. is
They
terrible.
predicted this
I like
week
it.
up
Yeah.
to 60 inches.
Okay.
Is what
This
.com.
week?
This week it says up to 60
There's
inches.
still more?
No, as in totaled after I think including the 40. Another 20 inches of snow.
Hopefully we're not driving in that.
That's east. We're going
yeah,
west.
but it has to go over us
I guess. I don't know.
unless it's coming.
But
from
yeah,
the
so we've
south.
got a major snowstorm
Well,
covering people that
a lot
are
of
in New York.
New York, like Buffalo, that snow comes off the lake.
Mhm.
Yeah,
So-
affect snow.
Yeah.
It won't be going over you.
We've also got you forgot, did you say the California fires too?
No, I did not mention
Yeah,
those.
we've got
'cause-
California's burning to the ground too, and they're still burning right now.
Well, yeah, we had Patrick telling us about them, about seeing the effects and everything, and the dust and all that.
Yeah, there were our friends. Some of our friends were showing pictures of the sky being just like an
Orange.
orangish red, even during bright sunlight.
Yeah, that was that gender reveal that caused a big fire.
That's one thing they had said
Yeah.
started it, but I don't know. I just don't know how much about that. I really don't.
Yeah. So 2020, what you guys do you guys have anything to say about it yourselves?
I just wanted to do.
Brett,
like, a personal
you were
opinion.
off the show for a month and a half.
I was, yeah.
Alex and I did the show every week. We still did that.
Okay, so you said we did that. I don't remember. I don't remember doing it because that's when work was.
It was insane.
Insane.
And our anxiety level was so high. I mean,
like work was insane. Insane. I mean, it's still insane now, but like.
You're just used to it.
Are you
now.
seriously doing that with your cord right now?
Yes. It's the only way I can get my headphones to work. So shut up.
I told you to order that cord offline.
It's working just fine like
You don't
this.
order it offline. I always laughed at people at work who would.
What am I saying?
I
wrong?
ordered it offline. No, you were online and you ordered it.
That sounds longer.
But you ordered
say.
it off
Can you shorten that?
or from the internet offline.
You ordered it online.
I ordered it online.
You don't order it offline because
Well,
you
I
can't
guess-
order stuff offline because you're offline.
I guess you are
Okay,
right.
this is a Seinfeld argument right here.
That could be the fan topic. Do you order things offline or online?
No, that's not the fan question. Get out of here, Alex. Oh, man.
I wanted to just review like things that some of the good things that happened this year.
Yeah. We worked out a lot.
We did. We did a lot of
We met a lot
workouts.
of our diet and exercise goals.
And then we screwed it up by
screwed
moving.
it up by not doing it for over a month and a half.
By
and
moving.
We're going back into it. Not by moving. We didn't move. We didn't do it all of October, Alex.
No, but October was just
So 2 months.
October was
almost
a really
2.5
bad month.
months of not working out.
Yeah.
And now we're back to it.
Now we're back to it. We had gone to Key West. Josh, you visited Florida for the first time.
I did, and I gotta say,
I got an IV in my arm for being too drunk for the first time.
yeah, it was fine.
Being too drunk for 4 days in a row.
Right, I forgot about that actually. That was this year.
It was. It was this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a new niece.
We got 2 new nieces this year.
Yep, that's kind of crazy. Brett, you got a promotion at work. That was good.
I did. It wasn't a real promotion. I basically made a lateral move, but a higher level of the same level, if that makes any sense.
And you've gotten a lot of perks out of it too.
Well, I've really boosted my reputation among at least the market that I'm in. So
and that matters.
Oh, yeah.
It really does, especially when you work at a corporate place like
Right.
there's so many other people that can surround you and take over your reputation.
We've got more positives because
Go
I mean
ahead.
we're off the negatives. I want to do more positives.
We met Patrick.
We did meet
That's on my
Patrick.
list.
We did meet
we
Patrick.
met Patrick. That was so much fun.
That was probably
that was a highlight of the year, I think.
yeah.
Our buddy Rick moved back to town.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yep. That happened this year?
I think
Yeah,
so, yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was. Yeah,
My
it was this
God,
year.
It's been a long year.
It has been a long year.
Yeah.
You and I celebrated 18 years together and 12 years of marriage. That's a big thing. You and I found a new semi-vacation spot.
Found a water hole.
We found a water hole. We found a nice beach in Michigan. Little area that we could go to relieve some COVID stress when we needed to once a month.
That was nice.
Except you need to work on finding a better hotel.
We did.
We did. Yeah, or we just went up there for a day and came back.
The same
Because
day.
it's not necessarily worth it to
We
spend
need,
the night.
we need to make it a night thing.
It's
Night
definitely
day.
a night day.
A night day.
I took you to one of the largest world record cornfields, mazes.
That was nice.
Not cornfields, mazes.
Corn mazes.
Corn mazes.
Yep, that was nice. And our friend Jared got married.
Our friend Jared got married during the pandemic.
And
they said, "Screw it, we planned this. We're gonna go ahead and do it anyway."
And we had that notion in our head that we almost thought that was never going to happen.
Yep. Yeah, he got married.
Now you're just thinking about me. And you didn't deny it. Thank you.
We didn't say that.
We got other friends who need to get married too.
No
Or
one.
have
Okay,
significant others.
let's do this.
Significant others.
Let's say this. Okay, you don't need to get married. No one needs to get married.
But Jared did.
No, that's not what we said. We never thought it was going to happen, is what
That's
he said.
what I meant.
Yeah.
Oh,
Now you
okay.
just think I'm never gonna.
Oh, I didn't. Oh, that's not how I took that.
No, that's
I
not
thought
how
you
we
said
were saying
we're waiting on you to get married.
it. No.
No, that's not what we meant. No, it's
No.
more like Jared, for the longest time, we thought Never's going to get a girlfriend, and he got a girlfriend, fiance, and wife all within like a year and a half.
3
Or
years.
3 years.
It was 3 years, Alex. That was
Well, it seemed like it
longer
was.
than that.
I don't know.
It
To me, it
was.
seemed pretty damn short.
It was
but-
pretty quick because I mean we didn't see them as often.
Yeah,
They're
so
still,
maybe that's
yeah.
why it didn't seem so long.
I mean, we both celebrated a lot of good times on Twitch this year. A lot of good gaming moments.
This is the first time me, my brother, and sister all have a significant other all at the same time.
You said that last year.
You did say that last
Well,
year.
it's still here, so it's still a significant deal, I think.
Everyone's living together.
Everyone's oh yeah, we're all living on our own. That's a big thing that happened this year. We're all living on our own.
I'm living alone.
I'm living alone. That was awesome. Good job.
Oh man, anything to lighten up is as much as this year has been so much.
I was like, I didn't want to end on a
garbage.
bad note. I'm like, there's
we
some
were
positives.
we were gonna go to California and spend some time there. We were gonna take a trip, probably this spring, but that's not happening.
Yeah.
There's
We
a
were
lot.
gonna go on a cruise.
Mhm.
That's not happening. We got a new car.
You
We did get
especially
your
don't
car.
want to go on a cruise
Well,
anytime soon.
that's what we were planning. It was right before the pandemic. We had all of our money saved
You
up.
could have been stuck on that ship for 3 months or something crazy like that.
Oh shoot! Stuck on a
You
cruise
don't
ship
wanna
in the
be
Caribbean.
Stuck in your room?
You
No,
don't.
you'd be stuck in your room, docked, getting meals slid under the door.
And you feel like shit.
yes.
You're
Yeah.
not at home with your animals and your own TV and your own bed. You're sleeping on a freaking manufactured
in a room smaller than the one you're in right now.
right here. Yes, this would be your. This
Okay,
it might
never
actually
mind.
be this room.
It's probably this room. Well, some of them might be this room, but
Yeah. So I mean, count your lucky stars on some things, and as whether or not one of us had the virus, we don't know, and
no, we don't know.
and we're.
I got really sick in February after we came
Yeah.
back from Key West.
Yep.
For a while, that involved all the signs of COVID.
My mom went the year of 2020 going cancer free.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty happy about that.
Mhm.
I don't know if we need to list anything else really big. I mean, of course, as far as the podcast goes,
We're still doing the
we're
podcast.
still doing the podcast. Alex, we're doing live and everything, and people are still joining us. It's always been a good time, and we appreciate that. But yeah, if you guys have anything else you want to say about 2020, I mean, that's pretty much it.
Let's get out of here.
We got to go. Yeah. Alex, would you like to go ahead and plug your Twitch?
Yes. If you'd like to watch me on Twitch, it's twitch.tv/cute_kitty, KUTE_KITTI. I stream Friday, Saturday, and Sunday evenings after 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Right now, it's all about the duty.
Yeah.
Playing lots of Call of Duty.
I was okay with playing Gears last night, but you were like, no.
We just got a brand new update, new maps.
Yeah.
I want to play Call of
Big
Duty.
deal. You play it like 3 times a week. You can't do one night. The one day that I'm off work, you can't play Gears.
Dude, I'm on, that's crack, man.
We'll do it.
One night.
She'll take another break.
Working
Again.
6-day
Freaking,
weeks.
we got off Friday night, and Rick and Patrick stayed on almost another hour and a half playing
more.
this.
That's their problem.
They're addicted to it too.
They're addicted to it too.
Rick is good.
I know.
And Patrick's really good
Rick's
too.
way surpassed us in leveling now.
Oh, not me. I'm.
Oh, whatever.
Yeah.
The game screwed us over and gave Josh a full prestige just overnight. Just prestiged him
Another level.
You just
50 ahead of us.
You just prestige for the first time ever in a Gears game.
Did.
Mhm.
Yes. And I didn't know that was going to be a thing I would do, because I didn't think I was going to play Gears that much.
Well, 5 is the first one where it's relatively easy to prestige.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, because I've
Oh.
never done it either.
Oh.
But I only play Horde as you only play Horde.
We gotta find some more. We gotta look through the maps and see if there's something else that we can try out. I'm gonna look through the maps and get a list of ones that I'd like
We
to
cooked
go
our
to.
first turkey,
We did.
and it was bomb.
We did cook our first turkey.
I was just
this
looking
year.
through my pictures. I was like, see if there's any other positive things that we did this year.
We never had a Friendsgiving.
We
Never
didn't.
happened. No. It just your job has taken over so much.
Yeah, I was. a nut.
We placed a hardwood floor.
You did.
Well,
Okay,
I
getting
did.
into the weeds here.
All right. If you'd like to
That's
follow,
a bunch of first timers.
if you want to follow me on Twitch, it is twitch.tv/Mr. L, MISTERL. I stream Tuesday and Thursday evening and Saturday morning playing some Fall Guys. I will not be streaming Saturday, Thursday, or Tuesday. Maybe I don't even know if I'll be streaming Thursday on New Year's Eve. I don't even know. I don't think so, but it all depends on what we have planned and how long we stay visiting my family. We're planning on being back
Before New Year's.
the day
Let's
before.
just say that. Not even a date. Let's just say
before New Year's. For our podcast, we do appreciate everyone joining us on YouTube. If you would hit that like button, we would appreciate that. Otherwise, if you are not subscribed to our podcast, do hit the subscribe button and hit the bell to be notified for when we go live, which is normally every Monday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But due to the holidays, we've had to do all of that stuff just, off of whatever time we had available. If you want to follow us on our social media, we are on Facebook, which is facebook.com/PTOUnlimited. Instagram is PTOUnlimited_podcast. And we're on Twitter, which is at PTOUnlimited. On those apps, you can see when we're going live, even if we do a special day like we did today and the last episode that we did. So we'll get back into a consistent schedule, hopefully in 2021. If you want to follow me on Twitter, it is at Lemke619.
Brett_wings.
Cute_kitty.
For a final note, I have to give a shout out to somebody that we know, Josh, because I think he's helped us both now. We have a buddy we used to work with who's now a manager at a Buffalo Wild Wings.
Yes,
And
Corey.
He did me a favor.
What did
he
he do
didn't
for
really
you?
do me a favor. He fixed my problem because you know how often you guys talk about the problems you have with carryout.
Yes.
And I never have a problem with carryout.
Mm-hmm.
So the other night I ordered Tuesdays at Buffalo Wild Wings is buy one, get one.
Okay.
So I did buy one, get one of 10 wings. So I should get 20 wings, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I only got 10 wings.
Ooh.
And I didn't check them because I never do.
No.
And I got home like, oh, I'm missing half my wings. So I messaged him on Facebook. He got right back to me. He's like, sorry about that. They're supposed to check for accuracy. I'll put in a 15 wing credit in your name. You can use it whenever you want.
But you didn't get your 10.
I did that night, but some night and probably tonight I'm going to get 15 free wings.
So Alex and I have started doing something with B-dubs, and I don't know how you feel about this, but this is something that I love. And Alex and I, we get boneless now. We've been doing traditional and boneless and swapping back and forth just to see how we like these, this new thing that we're doing. So I will get spicy garlic as a boneless, and I won't even eat all of them on purpose because I'll get full most of the time. I'll have like 4 or 5 wings left over. I'll chop that up, put it in spaghetti sauce, and we'll have spicy chicken spaghetti the next day. It's delicious.
Interesting.
It's really good.
Spicy garlic.
Really,
oh my God.
really
It's
good.
really good.
Mm-hmm.
Just for a quick note here, Happy New Year. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas to everyone who's listening. This episode will be out, a couple days after, just in a couple days. So, stay safe on your travels if you do any of that. If you guys are not, we do hope that you guys, at least have a good one, happy one. There might be a lot of people who aren't spending time with their families and friends and stuff, and that's
lots of losses this year.
Lots of losses, yes, and it's going to be it might be a harder one for some people, and we don't even know. So, hope you guys have a good one. Keep your resolutions if you have any. We'll
and
catch
pray
you
for a
guys.
good 21.
Yeah, yeah. Let's hope it's better than this one. All right, you guys have a good one. We'll catch you next year.
Bye.
Bye.